Hi everybody. Hello. Yep, another week. Yeah, I only can do or run my truckie once a week or something. But yeah, sometimes I have more video because of one video and I cut it into several pieces. But it's okay. Yeah, let's talk about this. Why do I have this free truckie that I have? Yeah, cause I want to talk about the durability. Yeah, I know I haven't run the Max 4S yet, but by the look of all the other people's video and comparing the weight when I do comparison myself on the weight of the truggy, I almost know how the Max 4 is going to perform. And let me open my rustler too. Okay. So about I want to make this because I know a lot of people want to buy a new truggy, so they probably don't know how to choose it, and some of the hobby shop will not open their package and let you look at the truggy, right? And also will not tell you what is what because some of the truggy they never even pay with it before, so they never know. So let's talk about the rustler first. This is my favorite. Even out of the maxx, out of these three, I like my rustler the most. Why? Why? That is a question probably everyone will say. Why do you love something less expensive than the maxx? Cause it's light. It's so light that no matter if you're on the ground, running it, bashing it, or jumping it, it's light. It's so light that you can't look at this oh wow, I can do it because the maxx is heavy at the back. You can see I can hardly lift that up. But the rustler, no matter where I pick it up, it's like a piece of paper or something. It's so light. That's why I like this truggy. Because if your truggy is lighter, it's easier to jump, easier to brush, it's faster. Everything is better. And it has low CG chassis, so it will not flip that easily because it sit lower onto the ground. It run lower on the ground. So until today, since I first bought it until now, I still like this truggy because it's very durable too. Yeah, it's plastic. It's all plastic, but still it hold up. Yeah, sometimes I will break something. That is when I jump my truggy. That's it, right? Depends how I jump it and how I land it. Every time I break my parks is because I didn't land it very well. Because for the past month or so, I was jumping it, and most of the time, not sometime, but most of the time I didn't land it right, and I break something. But if you land it right, if you land it with either the two wheel and like this and land it, or land it with the four wheel down, it will not have any baggage. Well, maybe, but depends, right? Depends how the landing is and depends how it fly and how high it go. But this truck is very durable. Don't just look at my video and say, oh, you always keep breaking your truggy, that this is not durable. No, it's durable. Because it's the way that I jump, how high that I jump, right? Because I like to kill my truggy before I go home, right? That's how it is. Yeah. And yeah, I just have a problem that with this, well, not just one, but two things that I really don't like about this truggy is first, dry shaft. Either you stick it with your original the Traxxas plastic dry shaft, right? Right, this one, or you go with MIP or the Traxxas one, right? Or you can find some some other one that you think you can install it. But how come I keep sticking with all these plastic dry shaft like from Traxxas? Because I want it light. I don't want MIP on there because, come on, man. First, it's heavy. You make it heavier, right? I'd rather change my shaft, right? For now, right? And if you use MIP, it's going to be heavy. This is what it's designed for, right? To be light. If you put something heavy on there, what is the point anyway, right? Yeah, you're going to make it stronger too. But as you add stuff onto it, the metal part onto it, it will become heavier. So I try to minimize the metal parts, right? So that's why it still almost looks dark. Because I try to use stock plastic stuff, right? And I like 2 or 3 times I did bend the short shaft. That is the only one that I'm still looking around for, to get a stronger shaft, because the shaft breaks so easy when you land it wrong, like with the front head landing. I don't know, something is twisting at the back and it twists the dry shaft, right? I bend this one and I bend this one. I think this one a little bit on one time when I jump it, but that's it. This one I haven't bent it, but when I rebuild the shock, I rebuild all of them, right? So last time, when I have only 2 wheels, nothing happened. This one, I don't know. It might be a slightly bent, but I didn't see it. It looks like it, but I don't know yet until I have a bigger damage on it, so I can see it if it's really like bent on that like two front wheel drive that drum on that video. You guys can check my other video. You can see, right? Okay, so besides the shaft and the shock shaft, everything is really durable. Yeah, really. The wheelie bar, of course, man. If you saw that the last 2 video, you can see sometimes I landed straight onto the wheelie bar, right? Of course, I will break my wheelie bar, right? And twice already, cause this part usually, like, I think this is a weak part. If you land, like if you land and hit it on the wheelie bar, this is a weak part. And you guys probably wonder, what is that? That is epoxy glue that I use it on my cheetah. I will show you guys like sometime to see which one it is. It's JB Well epoxy glue. Yeah, I put a whole bunch of it and test this to see if it's going to hold up. This is the 2 part that is a very weak point if you're going to land it at the back. So that's why I put a lot on there. And this is not new. This one is the first one that I broke. I only broke one side of it. I don't remember which side, but I epoxy both sides, right, to see how this going to hold up. And my area is knowing too. That is a good test for plastic. And also, yeah, this part have cracked a little bit last time when I jumped it, so I do epoxy this too. So we will see. We will all see, right? I will take this video and see how durable that is, and I will let you guys know too, right? It's not really a totally weak point, right? It's just hard when you land it wrong. Of course, anything will break like this, right? But let's see how it hold up. Okay, and the system, I like it so much. On 3S, it's like running on a 4S power. It's all good because I have a 17-tooth pinion gear on there, so that's why it's running like a 4S, right? Because the body is light, that's why it's like when you drive this out and like with the 4S lineup, you will see this is like almost running as fast, as good as the 4S like chuggy, right? Yep, because they have 17 tooth in it. So that's why I like this so much nowadays, because I put a 17 in there, and then now it's running perfectly. It can flip, it can do whatever, and when you run on the ground, you don't break anything, and you can go fast. You can do tiny jump with like ram like me. This is so good, right? This is so good on the ground and jumping with small ram without baggage most of the time. Besides dry shaft for sure, right? If you guys like want to put a metal one, yeah, you can do it. All I can say is either you break your shaft or you break your diff, right? Because if you land it wrong, like me, I'm a little bit new on jumping. If you land it wrong, either you break your shaft or something else. I think if you don't break this shaft, if it's metal, the shaft is like the dry shaft is metal, you probably will break the diff instead of the dry shaft. Because what else can it break? The whole system. Either the slipper will slip, but if it don't slip that much, it cannot break the shaft. If it's a metal one, you cannot break the shaft. They will break the diff, right? So that's why I keep the original plastic dry shaft. It's easier to fix. It's on the outside. You just need to take one bolt out at the back. You can reach this and change it, right? The front, you need to like unscrew these two rod. Then you can get to the shaft, right? But for the diff, I have enough with that cheetah. You know, every time I break something, like almost every time, or one day or 2 days after, I have to fix the diff, and it's a pain in the butt to go into the diff. I think for all the chuggy, right, it's so hard to get into the diff. That's why I rather pick the dry shaft, right, on my rustler, right. That's why I didn't change it to metal. Okay, so that's it for the rustler. For wrapping up, that's what I think about all these fish chuggy right now. Like, oh wow, this is adorable too, right? Not as bad, let me say. But the most lovely one that I like the most, I can say my rustler. I like it so much because it's all plastic. No matter what I broke, it's not expensive, and it's also easy to fix, right? You can see everything. You can see, you open one thing, like even the cover right here, you can fix it. You pull this out, you can fix something. You pull this out, you can fix something. But the maxx is harder to do it, I think. I can, by the look of it, I know it's harder to do it, right? This is easier to fix for sure. If this video is for that too, for people who's deciding which one to buy, all I can say is, if you don't have a lot of budget, right? You want a chuggy to pay with, or you sometimes pay it like you want to pay with it, and you also will give it to your son to pay with it. Buy this. Right. It also have kids mode on this one too, right? And have kids mode on this one, but this one is more durable, as using a low power and brushing on the ground. So this one is okay as for you and your kid, right? This one, you probably have to know some skill to control this one, I think. That's what I heard from a lot of people, even the person from my local hobby shop, right? Just people don't know how to control it, or they use too much power, because this chuggy have a lot of power, right? If you use too much of power and turn, of course you're going to flip. This is a monster truck, not a low CG chassis rustler, right? Come on. Right, this is for almost like racing or a short call, right? This one is just for you to jump, right? I think they designed this for you to jump or to do light bashing, right? Not using it to run, to race. Come on, yeah, you can race with this, but you have to modify it. And the wheel, you cannot use this kind of wheel, because I think it's sticky. I don't know, by the look of those videos that I saw on YouTube. But this is not a racing, well, it is a racing chuggy if you modify it. But if you don't modify it, This is just for brushing, right? This is just for brushing, for well, family fun, or if you like to drum your chuggy, maybe, I don't know yet, because I haven't drummed it yet, but by the look of it, it looks like this one is for brushing, for, well, a tiny little jumping, maybe high jump, I don't know yet, for jumping wise, I'll have to jump it to see, but if you don't have that budget, this is $200 more, like less, $200 less. This is $200 more from the rustler. So, if you don't have that budget and you want a durable truck, that one. But if you have the money, you don't mind to spend more, or you already have the rustler 4x4, choose a maxx, right? I want to buy an Outcast before, but how come I went to the maxx? Because Traxxas really thought about what they're making. And I don't have to modify anything on this truck at the beginning, and I can really, this is a RTR. You can pay with this right away out of the box, not the Outcast. Come on, the Outcast. Come on, I was thinking about Outcast. How come I turned into this? Because I have to change the radio, I have to change the servo, and I have to change the bearing. Come on, man, without breaking anything yet, out of the box, I have to change so much stuff before I pay with my RC. I rather choose a Traxxas. After you install everything and you have your hard work fixing up the bearing, the servo, and the remote, how long is that and how much is that cost? The cost is almost the same as this maxx. That's why I choose this maxx, right? Come on, armor. Come on, it's not that I just like a Traxxas. I like to buy a stunt truck. I want a stunt truck. Like I said, I don't want to buy a stunt truck. I like a stunt truck. How come I bought this instead? Because of your chuggy is not that good, right? Because of your Outcast 4S is not designed that well out of the box. I cannot pay it out of the box, and I have to fix so much before I can run it like this maxx, right? Come on, especially your remote. What are you doing? Come on, man. It's like I don't want to switch remote. I want to use original remote like this maxx, And also, I don't want to take off everything when it's RTR and fix up the bearing. Come on, I want seal bearing right out of the box with $500, $700 chuggy. Come on, I don't want to switch out all that metal bearing. Come on, it's not I hate armor. I like armor. I want to buy one armor, at least one. Come on, I have a rustler already. Why do I want another Traxxas again? I can skip this and go back to Traxxas, but the thing is, I cannot skip it this time because of armor. You guys didn't do a good job on your chuggy. Come on. If I really buy an armor, think about it, and I have to fix up the bearing, the servo, and the remote, it will be the same price as this. Why? Why do I buy a armor Outcast 4S? Right? That's what I think. That's why I certainly, when this come out, I rather think about this and buy this, right? I was almost there buying the Outcast. Luckily, this come out because I don't want to fix anything at the beginning. I hate fixing my chuggy already, and I don't like to fix to tune it up before I can run it like RTR. Come on, right? Okay. If I break something, yeah, it's my fault. I fix it, I'm fine. But hey, right out of the box and I'll fix the chuggy. No. That's why I didn't go for armor Outcast 4S, right? And it also used a plastic drive shaft anyway, right? Yeah. What's the point, right? This is stronger, beefier. The shock, everything is beefier except the C-hub. I never know yet because a lot of people are breaking the C-hub. So that's it for this video, everybody. That's several things that I really want to get out, especially that Outcast.
I really want a stunt truck, but I have to wait until Armor fix their outcast before I buy it. Come on, right? Come on, at least the radio.